I hit the button. It's doing it again. There we go. Fuck, this thing is glitchy.
You better fix that.
Better edit that F word out.
Oh.
Jeez. Hey guys, welcome to the Gig Economy Podcast, episode 178. Thank you guys so much. Pete's like, Jason's yelling already. I know. I hit the button. This happened last week too, Pete. I hit the button and it didn't do anything. It's like the Stream Deck had a delay or something. So yeah, I'm already yelling.
You'll get used to it, Larry.
Yeah, you should be used to it. So Jesper, where can people find this amazing show, the news, the everything, links and shit like that?
GigEconomyShow.com.
GigEconomyShow.com.
Where you can also sign up for the newsletter. Which are we sending out newsletters again now?
Maybe. We'll see. Just like I say every time, but you can get an email each time the show drops in your podcast.
Yep.
Play for. I hit the button and hello, mother podcasters. Thanks, Tom. I don't know what that means, but yeah, you can get a notification and maybe we'll do newsletters. But everything there at GigEconomyShow.com. We're starting to post a lot of news. So like anytime you're looking for news or you hear a story or whatever, it's probably on GigEconomyShow.com, right?
And I think we have better ones than on UberLiftRiders.com.
I'm not going to go with that at all. I'm going to keep Steve on my good side because he's my buddy. So thanks. Thanks, Walker. Appreciate the love. So I would love for you to I want to mention, sorry, I'm an idiot. Mention our Patreon members: Larry from Bowling Green, Samson from Grand Rapids, Steve from Colorado, Bud Dickman from North Carolina, Omar from Detroit, Delivery Cats from Michigan, Jamie from Tennessee, Frank from Philly, Nate from Florida, the Seaman, John M from California, Tom from Chicago, and Jim from we don't
know where Jim is from.
Jim, if you're out there, I love you. Well, I don't love you. I don't know you. Maybe I don't.
Where are you from, Jim?
Where are you from?
That's what we want to know.
How can people join the Patreon?
They can go to patreon.com/GigEcon podcast.
Good job.
And then they can sign up for the $5 or the $10 tier.
Yep. The $10 tier gets you
us.
A bunch of perks. It gets you pre-show banner. It gets you ad-free of the show because we have ads on the show. And yeah, if you don't want to listen to ads, join that. And then we try to do a recording a month. We did not do one in January, but we will try to get back on that. But yeah, and the $5 tier to get you the pre-show banner. That's all you get. And that the $10 tier after 3 months, which I own, John McCallion, a t-shirt, you get a t-shirt of our show. So
get a t-shirt.
Yeah. I love this Walker comment. Like, I love new people. He says, hello from the DoorDash drivers of Michigan group. Love seeing these podcasts. Keep it up. That's amazing.
So we have been around for how many years now?
Our first episode was December of 2017. That was the first episode I did by myself. And then it's been pretty consistent other than a few breaks here and there for holidays. But yeah.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of
that is crazy.
Before we jump into the news, the Telegram group, join that. I think we had somebody join and our good friend Chris Postumus welcomed him, but he didn't respond back. So that is a group where you can connect with other gig workers around the country, around the world, actually. Just talk. It's like a water cooler for the office, but it's for gig work. It's a really fun community.
Go to the App Store, download Telegram.
Yep.
Sign up for it. And then when you're done with that, go into the link in the description in the show and join the group.
Join the group. Yeah.
Join the group. Before we go into the news, I have something to share. Guys, this is going to be my last show.
Yep.
This is it for me. It's been kind of on my what? Yep. No, it's true. It's been something that's going on for a long time. Anybody who's been kind of following along, I had the opportunity to buy my company back in July of last year, and I have not driven much at all since. Been out a couple of times, but my focus has really changed and switched, and so must say that I'm just not at this point in my life. My focus is not gig, and so I I hate that I'm having to do this, but right now, my focus has to be on my day job. Yeah, Jason, don't cry.
I'm covering the camera.
Right now, my focus has to be on my day job and growing that and kind of take that into the next step. Which, I mean, Jason and I have had some pretty long discussions. It's not like this is that much work. It's not. I mean, it's really not. And a lot of these things run by themselves, but it's just as much that I don't get to be out and be a part of it anymore. And so I don't feel like I can call myself an expert, if you will, when I'm not out there experiencing and being part of it. So it's those parts as well. So right now at this point in my life, I'm kind of stepping away. Am I gonna come back? I don't know.
Probably not.
Probably not.
No, I don't want to lead anyone on.
No, that's true. Probably not.
I mean, of course, you know, he would always be welcome back in some sort of capacity, you know. But yeah, I don't want to lead people on.
No.
You know, and I'm okay with it. I mean, I know it's been a long time coming. I'm not saying you were like slacking, but like
no.
And we talked about how you could still stay engaged without doing gig work, but then I think it's a good decision to stop because you got to kind of be out there at least a little bit. And if you just don't, I mean, it's okay if you don't want to. It's not like you don't have the time. You've just decided you need to put your time in other things in your life, not just the business. It's, you know, family, it's relationships outside of that, those kind of things.
There's lots of things going into it. There is.
Yeah.
And the decision has been made that so at the same time as we bought the business, my wife is come full blown. She's my partner. She's my partner in the business as well. And so it's become our decision that we want to put all our cards in that basket right now.
Yeah.
And so that's what we are doing. We're kind of putting all our efforts into that one right now, and we want to try and grow it to something that can become our retirement.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing.
It's totally I totally am okay with it. It's just been, man, we've done a lot of shit together.
We have done a lot of shit together. Absolutely.
I mean, I'm so glad that you stuck with it. And
I can't believe it's been 6 years, right?
Yeah,
I mean, just saying 6 years. It's crazy.
Yeah, the show has evolved quite a bit. I mean, when we first started out, it was me and Ben, and then Ben somehow convinced you to come on the show, and then it was us three for a while. Then it was some other guy. Then it was who was after that? Then it was Samantha for a while. But then it was Pete, who's in the chat right now, and then Pete was done. And then I think it was just you and I, right? After that, like Sam was done, then Pete was done, and then I think it was just you and me.
We had, it was just us,
probably for the last 2 years. So,
well, Pete, you know how to get a hold of me, man. I'm very open to have beers.
He's looking for anyone that's a 1099. That's the route they're going now.
Right now, at least while we're building trust, we need 1099.
Yeah,
so, I mean, we have one full-time employee. I don't want to get into that. Now, but we need people.
Right.
But yes.
Yeah. So
that's what we're going on right now, and obviously we'll continue to be supporting the. I mean, I'll still be supporting at some point in the background.
So
we'll
honestly, I think Jesper should just join the Patreon at this point. You know, spend your $10 on this, even though you're not going to listen to anything. So moving forward, I have asked Larry, Lifting with Larry. Everyone knows Larry if you're part of the community.
Yep.
Larry is been a Patreon member for so long. I think I was in there the other day, and he spent $600 on Patreon for the life that he's been in there. So like he goes way back. He's been to every picnic. He has been a podcaster in the past. He's guest hosted on the show. And I think it's a good fit. And I asked him, and he was super stoked to do it. So I don't think I could do this show solo. I think I could do it, but it wouldn't be the same.
No. it requires that back and forth.
Yeah, that back and forth. So
Yep.
so Larry is not going to move to Granville. He's
But I thought that was what he decided on.
no. I mean, if we want to try to run that through the business to get him a house up here, he's not going to sleep in my basement. That's just weird. But
moving costs, not yet.
yeah, not yet. So I'm excited to have Larry. I mean, we plan on having him next week, right away. We're not gonna skip a show or anything like that.
Yep.
And I'm sure you'll see some changes. I mean, it's a good time to refresh some things. I have some ideas batting around in my head. I don't know
Next
what.
week it'll be the Larry and Jason show, and Jesper will be gone.
Yeah.
Gone.
It'll be like, yeah, we
It'll
gotta
be, Jesper who?
Yeah. scrub that fucker from the internet. Let's go. Isn't there a service for that? So yeah, there's no hard feelings at all. Obviously, we've talked about it. We've known about it for a while, but yeah, I'm happy for you. Him and I have already committed to a once a month beer date. So we're gonna.
If anybody wants an invitation to the once a month beer date, let us know. I mean, you're not gonna get invited all the time, but you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Let's more the merrier for sure.
Absolutely.
So, anything else? You think you're good?
I think that's it.
Okay.
That's it. I'm gonna wipe my tears here. Come on.
Do you need a tissue?
No, I'm good.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So this is going to be kind of a I don't know. There wasn't shit for news, and I know Steve talks about all the crap going on. I can't even follow it. So we're not even gonna. I don't even think we have anything in here about like the rules, the whatever's changing. I'm just gonna go do gig work and talk about funny shit. That's what we do.
Go and talk about funny shit.
So the first thing up here, which
I didn't even understand this one. I just posted it. So you do
yeah.
it.
So basically what this is this is what we've talked about with the government changing. Even we are going to talk about the rules. You can't go on whenever you want. That's what's happening. So they've made that minimum wage and stuff like that. There's only a certain amount of drivers they're allowing on the platform
in Manhattan.
Yeah, so he's got to go out somewhere else. So this is what's going to happen. That's why I didn't want, the benefits and all that other stuff, because he can't go online. He's got to find somewhere else. So that is one reason that I always complain from the beginning, even before now. I don't think it's happened in California, but I think it's slowly going to happen in some of these markets that they're going to limit you. It's not a
demand isn't high enough here.
It's almost like DoorDash. DoorDash has always done that though. But Uber, you could always turn the Uber app on.
Oh, I know.
So I don't think we'll ever see it here, but like this when the government gets involved and stuff like that. So Gary, we have said this would happen long ago. I know we've been talking about this for at least 2 years. So
but that's the only way they can control it though. If they want to have a minimum rate on all that stuff, they have to control.
Yeah, they
how
can't.
Many drivers
they
online.
Can't have 200,000 drivers on there getting paid minimum wage.
Both ways.
Yeah, totally. So
can't have it both ways.
I hope it doesn't happen in here. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen in California, but Seattle's kind of.
Can I just put this here?
What?
I don't care.
Now we can't have that attitude.
No, I'm kidding.
You got to put in one last show.
I'm kidding.
Oh,
hey, Jim.
Jim from Connecticut. Hey, he's probably gonna quit now. You're the star of the show.
No, he's gonna stay on.
I like his username, Jimothy. Hey man, thanks so much for chiming in. I don't think we've ever had I'm sure we've had listeners in Connecticut, but not anyone that we've connected with. So
awesome. Thank you, Jimothy.
Thank you for saying that. Yeah. All right, Jesper.
All right,
sorry, I just jumped. I didn't even transition, did I? I was like, let's go, idiot.
So this one here this story is about a Uber driver who, this story is so crazy dumb.
I did watch the video. I was going to pull it, but there's nothing spectacular. She just complains.
I didn't even watch the video. Well, I did, but I read the story. So woman says Uber driver took her back home after she asked for music to be turned down. Again, we've seen this type of story many times before. So basically, she gets picked up. I'm assuming it's in the morning. She has to be dropped off at the airport, and she gets in the car, and apparently it's like blazingly loud in the car. She asks the driver to turn down the music.
Yeah,
and he turns it down one notch. Right.
Yeah,
and then she's like, it's still too loud. So she says, can you turn it down again? And he just goes, I'm just gonna drive you back home.
Oh wow.
Right?
Okay.
And to which she goes, okay. And she goes, and then so now she has to tell him again where she lives.
Yeah.
And
Well, yeah, because he's got to turn
see,
around and yeah.
because he just doesn't want to like deal with her negative attitude or whatever.
Yeah.
And so he ended up taking her back home because she tells him she misses her flight.
Yeah.
And all these BS things, even though she ordered a quiet mode ride, which
I noticed that she ordered a comfort. You get temperature and like that's
so apparently he didn't even give a shit about any of that, right? And he just did whatever he wanted to do. And so she lost her ride and everything. And so again, it's really just a normal story. We've heard it many times before. Just if you want to do comfort, just follow the rules.
Well, even just don't be even without comfort.
Don't be a dick, right?
Why are we doing this? I can understand not changing the channel, but I can understand turning it down to almost nothing. Like you're in the car for 10 minutes. Like if you don't want to hear the music, fine, I'll turn it off.
But here's the thing though, you're agreeing to drive comfort.
Well, yeah, if it's a comfort, that's different. Well, I'm just saying in a regular act.
But it must have been because she says she ordered quiet. Not everybody knows the term comfort. So I'm sure for the article they changed it to quiet ride.
Oh, got you.
Right. So because otherwise you don't understand it. So she ordered comfort quiet. There's no doubt that's what she did.
Yeah.
And he agreed to offer up a comfort ride. He needs to follow the rules in the store.
I mean, it's not really a rule per se, is it? I mean, are you required to do what?
Absolutely, you are.
Really?
Yeah. Otherwise, she should give him the less stars and report it.
Well, at least he didn't drop her off at the curb and he brought her back home. I was fully. If you're that much of a dick, you would think he would be like, "All right, get out of the car then."
Well, and so she goes and she says she felt unsafe, which is why she followed him and said let him take him home.
Okay.
And that kind of stuff. There's no way I would have given him my address again. Like, no.
I think I would have been like, unless it was like on the highway.
You're just going to take me to the airport, buddy, right now.
Yeah.
I mean, this whole thing is just weird.
I often wonder if we're ever going to get to a point where they just, like we've always talked about, like the ghetto Uber, like the junkie cars or whatever, just get me from A to B. I wish there was more. Like I understand I'm a comfort and yours is a comfort too, but I think it needs to be a next level than that. Like it's like UberX and comfort in our area. That's it. You know what I mean? I feel like my car should be more than comfort. Like the pay is not that much more, I guess. What I'm trying to say is I wish the pay difference was a little bit bigger. Because it's a nicer car. It's a brand new car. You have a giant payment on it, those kind of things. So it's like and you don't really get paid what, maybe 10% more, maybe 15%.
So I mean, we have a story later talking about I think they call them green Uber. Or
yeah, that's like my story next.
And so we don't have those in our market. So obviously, but I think your car could be that because it's an EV. So that's what that term is. And so I think it just means that they must be determining that some markets can only have these types of cars, these types of rides.
Well, I don't understand why. Why can't they have Uber Black everywhere?
No, I understand. I agree. Why not?
But again, and this is my ignorance with like coding and all that. I'm like, do we have to do something special in Grand Rapids? Can't we just put Uber Black on the platform and?
Well, I mean, it must be Uber that's determining that
Uber
Black isn't going to.
The demand is probably not there because we're Dutch Hollanders over here. No one wants to pay it. Although I feel like the last Friday I drove, last week Friday, I did 10 rides. I think 8 of them were comfort. I don't know if no comfort was out, but like I was not filtering X out, but I was just like comfort. I'm like, all right, let's go.
It's when I drove a lot. Comfort was the new. Like middle of the road.
Yeah.
There was like people didn't want to pay for XL, but they would pay the little extra for the comfort.
Oh, speaking of that, it triggered a story. I didn't have any stories from driving. I go to get an airport ride that night. Now, mind you, it's a comfort ride, right? And it was good. It was from the airport to downtown is $25. I don't know why. Like, remember, like
that's what a comfort is. Yeah.
I don't know. That just still seems a little high.
I know.
Is that normal price for that? Okay. But anyways, he's like, he messaged me. He's like, yeah, do you have enough room for a ski bag, like the long ski? I'm like, I wrote, nope. And he canceled. I'm like, I should have said order an XL. My car is a comfort, but it's not an XL. There's a lot of cars out there that are comfort that aren't XLs.
Oh yeah.
I cannot fit. I don't even think the back would close. It's a smaller car, but I'm like, you dumbass.
I'll let you scratch up my roof. How's that?
Yeah. I don't even have a roof rack. No, you ain't putting that shit on there. I mean, if it was the old Pilot, I'm like, yeah, we'll figure it out. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to keep this thing somewhat clean before it gets destroyed. So, Gary says my SUV is Comfort XL, but really it should not be an XL. What is it? Is it a Buick? I bet it's a Buick. Because those Buicks are small XLs.
Yep.
No, I don't think it's a Buick. But anyways, all right. So Uber Green, we're jumping in this. I looked over this. I'm like, what the fuck is the advantage for the customer? Is it cheaper? An Outlander? Is that Nissan?
I don't know. Did you put the picture up?
Oh, is there a picture? I don't think there's a picture. Is there?
There was only a picture.
Oh, sorry. I'm a dumbass. Well, I don't know why I didn't understand this picture. Did I share this picture?
It was in the group. So it's a ride. But it's 180 miles, right? So again, I put it in there because again, it's another one of the long rides, but for some reason it's a long trip, but it's an Uber Green. And so it was just another one of those things. Like, why are we? I mean, so we have all these many designations that we don't have in all the markets at all. And I don't again. I looked up what Uber Green was.
I know. I'm on the page.
So it's an EV designation of Uber's vehicles. You can choose in some markets. You could choose to just get if you want to have an electric vehicles. Apparently, if you want to have a lesser footprint or whatever.
Yeah. So there's really no advantage for the rider. They're not like getting a discount or anything, right?
Well, no, but I would assume that they cost a little bit more.
Oh, well, yeah, they got to cover the big old dollar they're giving me for driving it.
Right.
Yeah, but why isn't there? See, that's another thing too. Like, why isn't there an Uber Green here? There's literally no reason why it shouldn't be there. So I don't understand it.
But still, same thing though. I mean, would you take this ride?
Hold on, I gotta get this done. Oh, I need to look at it. Well, no, I wouldn't take that ride. I mean, it's not.
It's $150, but it's 7 hours.
Oh God, no, yeah.
Because it's a 3 hours back and forth.
Yeah, no. What would this been back in the day, like before upfront pricing? You think that would have been a $250? It would have been at least $1.25 a mile, if not $1.50.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's horse shit.
But I mean, this is one of those rides you call ahead and you say, I need an extra $200 in cash.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand. It's probably just a PR stunt for Uber, for the Uber Green to try to be more. And they do talk about in the article that says like helping drivers go electric. Drivers are leading the way toward a greener future, and Uber is committed to supporting them. Our Green Future program is provide access to resources valued at $800 million to help hundreds and thousands of drivers transition to battery EVs by 2025.
So Janet is saying that it's a disadvantage to those like her because obviously she's from New Zealand, so they use petrol. Petrol is being offered after green rides, so they are offering green rides first and then petrol rides. I didn't know that.
How does she know that though?
I don't know.
Like how do you know that you're not getting offered the ride? I'd be curious that how does she know that? Yeah, it just doesn't see.
So she says Uber Green has been there for over 10 months.
Yeah.
So is that maybe there's only something that's active in New Zealand? I don't know.
No, it's here in the States. I mean, I'm sure it's in the big cities, but I guess I don't see the advantage other than like you being like socially conscious or whatever the word is. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I mean, I like that they're giving me an extra $1. I mean, it does add up. I mean, but it's just I wish going back to the comfort thing. I just wish there was more different. Like, honestly, if an X ride could be as good as a comfort depending on the location to me, you know what I mean? It's not like I would always take a comfort regardless. There have been they try to send me like so far away for those comforts, because I don't know, maybe that day I was the only one on, but I just wish there was more, like, I wish it was like 30% more pay on the comfort. But anyways, Janet,
Have you done any gas calculations yet on how much you've saved?
no, oh God, no, I should though. I should take I should take the mileage I did last year and do it with the gas. Even though I got the car in July, I'd probably use the same amount and just see how much. I mean, it's got to be thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. I mean, I was getting 17 miles to the gallon. I mean, I filled that thing up every other day, and it would cost me $50 to fill up. I think I spent $50 the month of January on electricity for that thing, for the whole month. And that fucking SUV cost me $50 per time to fill it up.
Oh my God.
I know, it's an insane amount of money.
But and there was even so even because of the snow and whatever, you still produced your
Oh, that didn't do fucking shit. That has nothing to do with it. That does not come into the equation. I'm just saying gas versus electricity. Yeah, my payment's $575 a month. That's because the interest rate is insane.
No, I know, but you're still, I mean, but in this, well,
you can't bring the solar into it. That has nothing to do with it. That's not really saving. That's just an advantage to have it. But like in the wintertime, like I'm not producing anything. It's been a rough, cloudy winter so far. But I mean, I guess to put it in perspective, $50 for the entire month, or $50 every other day. If I was gigging, now it would have been, I should say, it would have been more than $50 a month if I was gigging like hardcore.
Yeah.
But it's still a no-brainer to me. I don't know why people don't do EVs. They're all like, oh, they're going away. They're not making. I know. I listen to some podcast. I listen to some fighter podcasts, and they're super right-winged. You know what I mean? Which is totally fine. But they're like, yeah, fuck those EVs. Ford stopped making them. Stop making them. And I'm just like, yeah, okay. They're not going away. They may slow down a little bit. That one killed you, huh? I'm serious.
Going away.
If you listen to some of these podcasts, they're just like, they're going away.
EVs are not going anywhere.
I know.
I mean, I'm sorry to say, guys, but gas cars are going to go away.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
they might take 50 years, but they'll be gone.
I mean, didn't the President Biden say by 2030 he wanted like half the cars to be electric?
Well, it's nice for him to want that. That's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
I mean, I think it's going to take enough. It's going to take 10, 15, 20 years.
I wish they would just, I mean, in all honesty, I wish they would just push the hybrids. I think a hybrid is a great, or the electric for 50 miles, then the hybrid. Why are they pushing just EVs? EV worked for me because it just did.
But the problem is the hybrid still has all the problem with the battery.
Well, no, what do you mean?
You still have to put a battery in a hybrid.
Well, no, I think the advantage of an EV is, like, I literally looked at my maintenance the other day. It's 4 items for the entire life of the car, and one's at 100,000 and one's at like 7 years. Right. That's the maintenance on it. There's literally no other maintenance. I think that's the advantage of EV. With a hybrid, you still have gas, you still have oil changes, you still have transmission fluid changes, you still have all that. But I think in the long run, I definitely think that a hybrid is I know he's trying to get political.
We're not getting political, Steve. We're not getting political.
The funny part, no, I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna say that off the air. I'll yell at him about it. But I just think a hybrid is better for a family. That you still use gas, but you save a lot on gas. And if you do the electric, I mean, think about you have a gas van. How many miles a week do you put on that thing?
Right now, not much.
Well, I just almost spit. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I should have drank it. But that's what I'm saying. If you had the electric for 50 miles, you'd never use gas. You'd never. No. You'd have to probably put some stabilizer in your tank because it would sit in there so long.
Right.
That's why I think it's a good fit for people that don't do long trips or travel a lot. Like a mom bumming around town, picking up kids, running errands, and then she gets home and plugs it in for 50 miles. So.
No, absolutely. Yeah, no, it's a fine fit. And yeah,
Somebody needs to come do an EV show with me, because every fucking show the last 3 months we talk of.
I'm sure our next vehicle is going to be an EV.
Yeah, I think
But
so.
I mean, the cars we have right now are both new, right? So we
Yeah.
just leasing one, we bought one, and so it'll be 10
Well,
years before we
unfortunately,
buy another one.
Yeah, unfortunately, the EVs aren't cheap. The Chevy Bolt was the cheapest. I mean, that was cheap. I mean, I looked. Honda's coming out with one this year. It starts at $47,000. Like,
Right.
that's not affordable.
Cheap.
No, I would definitely buy a used one, and it would be a lot cheaper. But
well, and again, it's still because we need more into the battery. They need to research and need to
yeah,
keep working on the battery.
Yeah, we're definitely
the fuel cell technology.
We're definitely in the infancy of the technology
Right.
with these cars. I mean, I got on it way early just because, I've always wanted one, and why not? I think it was an affordable price. But all right, let's move on. Wade says hybrid is better for the environment, short and long term. I mean, I think what he's talking about is my battery, or the batteries when they're dead, where do they go? It's probably because.
But again, I don't know a ton about cars, but
I don't either.
What they're all saying is, I mean, the big bad part, if you will, about a EV is that the footprint of an EV is the battery, right?
Yeah,
it's the production of the battery.
Yeah, it's the mining of whatever that is.
But don't you have the same amount that goes into an EV as it goes into a hybrid? Isn't it?
No, because it's not as much battery. It's not that. There's a lot more battery in an EV than there is a hybrid.
Oh,
it's not like just a 12-volt battery.
Well, I understand, but
yeah,
but it's a pretty big battery that goes in a hybrid too, though, right?
Yeah, but not like, I mean, think about the
that's what I'm trying to say is
the Tesla dump truck, whatever that ugly thing is. I mean, that thing has
Cybertruck.
Yeah, has so many batteries in it. Yeah, like that. It's a way bigger footprint.
And I can see that.
I didn't do it for the environment. I just want y'all to know. I just didn't want to pay gas anymore.
Yours were purely selfish.
100%. Jamie's got a Corolla hybrid. I didn't even know they made it. I thought they stopped at the Camry. Dang.
When the batteries die, do they go to battery hell?
Well, Wade, you can't say a smaller battery, a smaller footprint. Okay, I get you that. And they stay on the road longer. We don't know, because EVs haven't been out that long. My Chevy could last for 20 years. We don't know. I doubt it.
Well, but a hybrid can stay on the road longer, because when you run out of battery, the motor stops, right? So that's the problem. So,
yeah. No, yeah, that's right. If you got to put a new battery in it, I mean,
right.
Yeah, we skipped right past the hybrid. I don't think we skipped by it. I think the hybrids were out there, but no one focused on them. The government just like, oh, we're not even going to talk about hybrids. Like, why? Let's ease into the EVs. Let's start with hybrids, do those for 10, 15, 20 years, master those, and then go into EV. And then during those 20 years, fucking work on the grid, like Steve said. Like, I saw something the other day. Speaking of grid, it was an MLive article, and it's not that. Don't get me wrong for people that are underprivileged, but it was an MLive article saying there's a huge grant to get EV chargers in underprivileged areas into their homes, in the area where they live. Now tell me something. What's wrong with that? Like, why are we trying to do that? I would be more on board for them trying to get them EVs. They're not out buying fucking EVs. They don't need a charger in their home or in their area. Doesn't that like?
Well, it's probably because so they can get an EV, so they don't have to pay the fuel charges.
I understand that, but the EV it's not like it's a cheap thing. Like,
oh, I know,
the charger to put in your house is like $500. It's not like I don't know. It just pissed me off. Like,
what? The other thing that I think is interesting is that California is one of the states that's pushing the EVs the most. And guess what? California is one of the ones that has the worst electricity grid.
Oh yeah, well they don't have there's too many people there.
I know their grid is in the worst shape. Why the hell are they pushing EVs like that?
No, Texas grid is in the worst shape than California.
But it's like they shouldn't they should not be pushing EVs like they are.
Well, that's because that lovely governor over there. All right, let's move on. I'm tired of this.
You're
Can
tired of it.
I clip this and start an EV podcast just from this part? Like, it's our trailer.
I would listen to it.
I think you're up. We're talking about some guy that
the DC rabbi. Again, this is just another negative story, if you will. So basically, this is I don't know why I got all the stories about the
you were the show plan.
Negativity. That's because you don't want to do anything.
Oh yeah, that's it.
So this story is from the Washington Post. The DC rabbi who was attacked by a Lyft driver who didn't like his energy. A prominent young Washington rabbi says he was in a cab home from morning prayers Sunday when he was kicked out of the car and violently attacked by the driver. He was not able to give any reason other than my energy. Menachem Shemtov. I know.
Wow, that was pretty good.
Killed that name, but sorry about that. The 29-year-old leader of Chabad Georgetown said in an interview Sunday afternoon as he headed to an urgent care facility to treat the cuts on his face. Basically, he was on the way home and he had just asked him to turn down the music a little bit. Again, just like earlier, something about music.
Well, what is going on with the music, people? Calm down.
I know. Let's see here. And then basically,
looks like he made a passive-aggressive comment how he should have took a quiet car next time.
Exactly. Yeah. 20 seconds later, he said, "Get out of my car." When Shemtov asked why, he said the driver replied, "I don't like your energy. Your energy is kind of off, offending me." After Shemtov got out, video shows the driver following him on foot and yelling at him for slamming the car door, which apparently he did not. He then punched Shemtov in the face. When the rabbi moved to take pictures of the car, the driver followed him and slapped him repeatedly with the keys, leaving cuts across his face.
Of course, he was deactivated.
Yeah. God, so why are people just being idiots? I don't understand. And obviously the article almost makes it into a hate crime, right? Which I don't think it is.
Well, no, because the guy probably didn't know he was a rabbi.
No, it's not. I mean, they focus on those things. I don't think that has anything to do with it. But yeah,
people need to calm down. I mean, honestly, let's be honest though. It's a low bar to be an Uber driver. Right, you know what I mean. I'm not cutting on anybody by any means, but
that would have been a good spot to show the video you cut earlier.
Oh, I know, I know. We should just fucking play that one.
There you go. Do you have it?
I can bring it up. You wanna? I didn't really. This next article, I was joking about a free Uber service, but Bellevue's gone and done it. What is this? I kind of missed this. I'm sorry. In a recent column while riding the empty ghost trams of Seattle streetcar, I noted that one in South Lake Union has cost the taxpayers more than $20 per ride. God, be cheaper for the city to pay me to hire an Uber. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. A company called Circuit has been contracted to run a fleet of 8 all-electric shuttles. Oh, fucking electric. Why are we going electric? Those fucking people that want EVs. Electric shuttles around downtown portion of Bellevue. You can summon any of the shuttles with an app and ride them anywhere with a 6 square miles. That's pretty good. The service is paid for by the hotel tax. See, finally, something good with that damn tax. And you go to check out, you're like, oh, it's an affordable hotel. Oh, it's a $300 tax. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I kind of like that. I would not dare ride our bus system in Grand Rapids. I think I would get shanked. The dash is free, so you got every homeless person and degenerate on there. I think we need a classier bus system. You got your A to B. I'm underprivileged. I just need a ride. And then you got a bus system where pay a little bit more and it's classy. But then what?
Well, you're encouraging the class system.
Well, not really.
Yes, you are.
Not really. I mean, but it's such a nice little thing. I don't know. I shouldn't say that, but we already have the class system.
No, I know. But
I have a poor man's EV and someone else has a Tesla. You know what I mean? That's a class system.
I understand. But that's what it is. It's essentially just making that gap.
Because they can't afford it.
Right.
And if it being public transportation, it kind of looks bad that you're having something that might not be affordable for everyone.
Right.
I get it.
But you're also right. It shouldn't be that people, upstanding citizens shouldn't be scared
that's the problem, though.
to drive on the free service.
Well, I think this is more unique because I like this because you could almost do bar hopping with this. You know what I mean? Park
Right.
somewhere and then they take you around and you can drink. And it's kind of a cool car. I know
Right.
it's a Circuit or something. Oh no, maybe that was the brand of Circuit vehicles, but I don't know. I kind of like the idea. I don't know.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea. I actually think that there is something almost like it in Grand Rapids. You can.
We talked about it. I don't know if it's live yet. Is it?
So they have those little cars you can call, and they're self-driving. You can kind of they'll take you around.
Yeah. Let me fill the air with something. Tell us something about
fill the air. Well, so people, I guess I can repeat.
Well,
if there's anybody who is new to the show that joined last 10-15 minutes, I will just repeat and say this is my last show.
If you're new to the show, I feel bad for Jim, our new our new Patreon. He probably liked you and he's like, fuck Jason, I'm out of here. I was like, no way, I'm not dealing with that.
So dick. No, but again, please keep supporting it. It is a great show, and do come to the picnic next year.
Oh God, I gotta do the picnic. I gotta plan the picnic myself. Larry's not gonna be here to help me. Oh no.
He'll come,
Well, he'll come, but I gotta do all the fucking legwork up here. He just gets to reap the rewards. Okay, so this is interesting. I got it downloaded. A driver talking about Uber. I don't know who was interviewing him. I have no idea the context, but we'll play it and then talk about it.
Drive for Uber full time or part time?
Full time.
And how much money can you make a month?
3,000 to 4,000.
That's after all your expenses?
No.
Do you have health insurance?
No, nothing. Anything. You don't have nothing here.
Okay, so everything is out of pocket.
Exactly. If you come work like 11, 12 hours, you can go with like $100, $150 a day.
What's the biggest challenge when driving for Uber? It's the one thing that you don't like.
That's the money,
It's unpredictable.
It's not worth it.
In the beginning, he talks about he makes 3,000 or 4,000 after expenses, and then at the end, he's like, "It's not worth it." I don't even understand that guy. But I think that's kind of a guy that wants benefits and all that. I'm like, this is not that job. If you want all that, go drive for a limo company.
Exactly.
And make an hourly wage. Yeah.
Yep.
So, John, don't even start. John is if you're in the Telegram group, John's like an OG too. He's been in there, God, from the beginning.
Yep.
And he always gives me shit. And he's like, great show again. Jesper, you were the best. That's what he says all the time. He fucking shits on me. But anyways, no, I mean, it's just frustrating that guy, like, I don't know. I'm just like,
but again, $3,000 to $4,000 again, depending on his market, $3,000 to $4,000 a month is not bad.
No, after expenses?
No.
And then he talks about, you have to drive. I mean, it was a little hard to understand, but 10 to 12 hours a day, you make $100, $150. Like, that's not $4,000 a month.
No.
So he was talking out of both sides of his mouth. So I don't
Right.
I don't really understand that at all.
Exactly.
But, yeah, I mean, it's a 1099 thing. The earnings are unpredictable. They're just kind of like, being a realtor. Like, sometimes it's going to be busy. Sometimes it's going to be slow. You're just going to have to plan for that.
Just plan for it.
Plan for it. So.
Absolutely.
Real quick, Gary's apps from Middleton Tech. He has Maximo, Driver Utility Helper, and Flex Alert. Driver Utility Helper is hard to say, or you can say duh. That is for DoorDash. It helps you decline, do all the things for you. You can set parameters, what kind of money you'll take. And then Maximo is the other one that does for Grub. I never really got a good explanation why he can't put those two products together. I know it's something, and he'll probably nerd it out for me and tell me, but the other one's Maximo. That's Uber, Lyft, Grubhub. I think that's it. I'm sure there's more, but again, set up parameters how you want. It helps you make more money. It helps you not touch your phone as much. You can set it up like, hey, I only want to go 7 minutes away or 6 minutes away. And then when those rides come in outside of those parameters, it just declines them.
Right.
Or you can auto accept. I don't know why you'd want to auto accept. He has that feature on there. I never use it. I want to make the choice myself. I even set up a little bit of a delay. So the ride pops up, gives me like 7 to 10 seconds. And then so I can be like, it's fucking slow. I'm going to take this. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then if I don't, it just declines it for me and it moves
There
on.
we
So,
go.
and even when you get to try to put in timeout, when they sign you offline, the app will put you back online. You don't have to touch your phone for anything.
Nice.
Yeah, it's amazing. So check Gary's apps out. The link is in the description. All right, yes, we're where are we at? 47. Instacart rewards.
So this is a weird article, and I'm not entirely sure I understand what's going on. But basically,
we'll give it a try.
We'll give it a try. So it's a new market, a new app. So
I think it is.
In
I think
some
it's
markets-
for customers. I don't know if
no,
it's
it
for,
is. It's for customers. Yeah. In some markets, they have been testing something called it's AI-powered shopping carts called Caper Carts.
Ooh.
And it's Instacarts that's doing this. Basically, one of the earliest features of Caper Carts was that it allowed shoppers to synchronize their grocery lists to the cart itself. So basically, you could have a grocery list. It was synchronized to the cart, and then the cart then tells the shopper which aisle each item can be found in, crossing each one off the list as they add to the cart. And the Caper Cart also lets you pay for your grocery haul using the touchscreen on the cart instead of having to stand in the checkout line.
Okay.
And so what they're doing now is they're adding features to it. So when you're checking out, you can now have a like a spin for a prize.
Oh. I like prizes.
I know, right? So you can spin for a prize, and one of the prize can be $2 off your total purchase.
Okay, that's kind of fun.
So again, I'm not sure entirely what they're hoping to get out of it, but so yeah. So basically, it's a discount for your next time you shop or something like that. So yeah, basically, it's a the grocery games don't stop.
I kind of like it. So I'm very confused though. Why does Instacart have their own shopping cart? Like, I don't understand. Is this like in an Aldi or something?
I don't know. This is part of the things I don't really understand.
Okay. I mean, it looks fun, but like, where? Am I going to be able to use it at Meijer? Like, that's what my point is. Like, what grocery store is it in? Yeah, I can't read that. They must like have a like,
unless it's
a relationship with certain stores. It says vice president general manager of Instacart's connected stores, so it must be like something that they have.
Unless it's the shoppers that's using this.
No, that can't be it. It does.
I mean, because this is the shop. Because I didn't understand. This is when the shoppers are doing the shopping. It takes them to the right aisles.
No, it wouldn't be for that. It wouldn't be for that, because why would you care if there's $2 fucking off for the customer? So
no, I know, but it says that
no, it's not for drivers.
The card then tells the shopper which aisle each item can be found in.
I mean, it would be good if that's the case, but I mean, it has. Yeah.
What are the shopper? I mean,
well, you just use your app. I will bet you $1 million it is not for drivers. It's for regular folk going in the store. It's not for drivers. When I say drivers, I don't want to say shoppers because it's going to confuse you.
No, I know, but I mean, why would I need Instacart if I just go shop in the store?
Well, that's what I mean. It's I think it's a specific cart that they're trying to sell for different grocery stores. You know what I mean? So like, you'd go to Meijer and it would have those instead. It wouldn't have the regular carts. You understand what I'm saying? Or not?
Like the actual shopping cart?
Correct. It would be Instacart's whatever. Yeah. So it wouldn't be
an actual real cart.
A real cart. Oh, you didn't? Yeah, it's a real cart. You put stuff in it and stuff like that. Just like what? When I say you put stuff in it, well, like Steve said, it reads every product you put in it. So why don't they just let you swipe your card and pay and skip the checkout line? Well, yeah,
that's what it would. That's what it does.
Oh, well, I'll say that's like the Amazon store where you can just you don't even have to do anything. You just I see them at the airport. You can just grab your stuff and it charges your card. But
so it's the same as those Amazon stores.
I wish they were all like that. Well, Meijer has something where you can scan everything in the app, which I would never use because Meijer's app is terrible. And then you go to check out and it randomly doesn't audit. But if it doesn't audit you just walk right out with it.
Right.
So I think that's pretty cool. But
it is, yes.
Yeah, I'll have to reread this article about this Instacart thing. I really think it is just for regular folk.
So it must, you could, even the picture now that I see it is actually an actual cart.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't think it? You thought it was like a virtual cart?
Yeah, I thought it was an app on my phone.
And this is why he's leaving, folks.
There you go. I'm done. I'm done. There's no more brain power left.
They closed the Amazon stores. Not sure about the airport. I mean, the last time I was in the airport was a year ago and they had it, but that doesn't mean anything. Okay, so this driver got attacked. Let's see, what do we got left? 53. Nah, let's skip this one. It's stupid. Jesper, let's jump into the Lyft one, which I've been seeing a lot of these lately, and I don't know what it is.
So, Tom, you were recently underpaid for 11 canceled rides. We've added $110 adjustment to your account to correct this underpayment. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for your patience as we fix this mistake. Please let our team know if you need help or have questions.
So first of all, 11 canceled rides. They fucked them 6 ways from Sunday. That's a lot of money.
I know. I mean, but $10 per canceled ride.
Yeah, that's true. That's good.
I mean, that's a lot of money per canceled ride.
It's a shit ton of money because Lyft cancels are the worst. They're like $2 now.
But then why? I mean,
I don't know, but I've been
they
seeing,
must have really fucked up.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of like Reddit posts, and it's not that amount. It's just we screwed up. And I think a month ago, maybe in December before we went on break, there was another incident where they're like, here's $2, here's $3 or whatever. So I don't know what Lyft's doing. I mean, I guess I'm glad that they're honest, but like if I got that money, I would be like, I literally don't know what happened. Clearly you screwed me, but I don't know how you screwed me. But you're right. $10 for each cancel seems a little excessive.
I know. Well, you do the math.
Well, I mean, yeah, good job doing the math. I mean, it's different market specific, of course, but yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm glad they're being honest about that, but like, Lyft, get your shit together. So
really get your shit together.
Good God. So last thing I'm gonna play a video. We did talk about this, I think, either on the last show or the one before. This same thing, and so it's just a discussion of why this is still happening. But someone was walking to this couple's house again, and so we'll watch that video.
We are currently on the phone with Uber Eats right now. Just look at this.
We have a guy walking 84 minutes away. He's walking 4.5 miles from Wingstop.
Somehow, some way, Uber Eats let this man...
And they're trying to tell me that they're going to fine me if I cancel the order. I either have the choice to let the guy walk. I ordered food an hour ago, by the way. I have the choice to let the guy walk 85 minutes or I get fined. This is crazy.
Why are they letting him walk an hour and a half?
For you, if I go ahead and cancel the order, you will be charged.
No.
So a couple of things with that video. One, why is this happening? How is Uber allowing this to happen? Like, why isn't their app going, this guy, it's going to take this guy 85 minutes to get here walking.
The systems are screwed up.
Yeah, it is. And I will tell you, and I've talked about this on the show. I think when I was in Florida, we talked about how I ordered Uber and it fucked up. And I had to chat with them for 45 minutes to get my money back. They eventually will, but you have to pester and escalate. But yeah, they're not going to give you your money back. I don't understand that. I don't know why. Is it just because like they have to give money back to the restaurant too, and it's like a whole thing? But yeah, I don't understand how Uber is letting these people walk. I mean, we've seen the Photoshop thing that says Uber Walk. You know what I mean? Like you can get a walking buddy. That's what it was, something like that. But that really isn't an option. Am I missing something? Is there an Uber Walk option? Like if I Google it, am I going to be like,
it shouldn't be.
I mean,
It shouldn't be.
I know.
But
Uber.
it's like,
I typed Uber Walk, and the first thing that came up is Uber Walking Buddy. Uber Walking Delivery. Let's see. Why are walking deliveries a thing? This is from Reddit.
it's not.
It's not. He was 200 miles away, and he was okay. That one's weird. I mean, maybe it's like someone said. He goes, "I used to walk during COVID. It's really not a thing anymore, unless in New York City, because it's so short." Like, interesting. Well,
anyways, it shouldn't be.
Yes, it was like, anyways, I'm done.
It shouldn't be. Yeah,
it shouldn't be an option, but
I mean, yeah, 2 hours, 3 hours.
no, it wouldn't be 3 hours.
Well,
that one, 85 minutes is not 3 hours.
he had already worked. He
already waited an hour.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would die. Why does this stuff ever happen to me? Because I don't ever order Uber Eats, but
not anymore.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up. I've had a long day.
Yep.
And I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody that joined. Jamie, I'm so glad to see you commenting. I have missed you in the chat. I know you're probably crazy busy. Pete, thanks for joining. Of course, Larry, Mark. I missed some of Mark's comments. Man, Jason is super hating on poor people tonight. That's kind of funny. He made another comment earlier in the show too. I gotta find it because it was something about me peeing in a bottle.
Well, yeah,
I missed it.
You're gonna be alone with your pee bottle.
He goes, does that mean Jason's gonna fly solo with his Gatorade bottle?
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm gonna have to put a video up. I'm sorry, I'm going to pee. Jamie, God's night. She meant good night. Jamie, I miss you. Thank you. Chat, jump in the chat and not this chat, the Telegram chat. Jesper, it's been a hell of a ride. And,
it has been a ride. You guys keep it up and keep having fun.
All right. And as always, don't put up with anyone's bullshit.
And see you guys on the road.
No, we should have said, and I'll never see you on the road again. Fuck off. Good night.
Bye-bye, guys.
Thanks, Jeff.